Hi, in this video we're going through how to get gold in the GTA 5 Epsilon Institute mission, Assuming the Truth. Kifflom, my name's Dan, and I'm an old, grumpy gamer. Grand Theft Auto is a truly Kifflom game. Between GTA 5 and the constant updates from Rockstar for GTA Online, there's no shortage of new content and Kifflom things to do. Join me then in our continuing series, Getting Gold in Every Damn Mission in GTA 5, as we look at the Grand Theft Auto Epsilon Institute mission, Assuming the Truth. Before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, we do how-to guides, news, and giveaways, so consider subscribing and ring the bell to stay up to date. Getting gold in this one's pretty straightforward once you've seen it done, but is a bit of a pain the first time round. So first up, you'll need to unlock this mission. Hopefully you did that immediately after the last one, when you received a text from Marnie. So, if you've not done it already, head to your phone. There should be an email there from Marnie. Just open that up and then hit your blue button to jump to the web, and that will take you straight to the donate page, hopefully. There we go. And we want to donate $5 grand. All right, so that's been accepted. And with that done, it may take a few in-game days for that to appear on your minimap. What you can do in the meantime is just play as normal, or you can use save warping, and there is a bit of a description on how to do that near the end of the video, and in the previous video you'll see a link to the timestamp in the description below. So let's assume it's been a couple of days in game, and once you have the funky F pop up on your minimap, you're good to go. Right, so let's check if this is... no, it wasn't on the shortcut menu, so that's okay. We're going to use a real map for this one. It is sort of in the northeastern part, not too far from the old airfield there. I think that might be Trevor's airfield. And what we'll need to do is take a bit of a drive up there. If you've got a chopper, that's great, but at this point in the game, we just had a car. And it is a nice day for a drive in a drop-top V8. So we'll head up and go and catch up with Marnie. Right, so as we approach down the dirt road, we'll see the marker on the left there. Just head through here. It's a little bit choppy. The Jester's probably not the best car for this, but that's all right. It'll get us rolling. And we can hear Marnie in the background there having a bit of a meditate, or at least someone having a bit of a meditate, and straight into the cutscene. Well, that was certainly an interesting ride, and I'm sure their thetas are nothing like thetans whatsoever. So anyway, we shall, in the not too distant future, receive a text once that's done, and that will have, sorry, not a text, an email, and that will have a list of the cars that we need to have a look at. All right, so it has been a good 5 or 7 minutes. I think we've got an email coming with any luck, and there's our list of cars. Now, Rockstar has been surprisingly really helpful and spawned most of the cars in an area around the Institute's garage. You'll be able to find them largely here. So you head towards the area, and if you get lucky, you might find something along the way. In this case, I was lucky enough to spot an Enus Super Diamond. So that's one car off the list. We'll just quickly grab that one. If you can get to it without damage, that's even better. Excellent. And then once that pops up, if you manage to score something on the way, that's great, because that'll give you a marker anyway. But just refer to the map a few seconds ago just to find out where you need to be, roughly anyway. So we're on the main drag towards the Institute now, and again, because we were lucky enough to pick something up along the way, we're just able to drop our first car off and get a bit of a head start. So we'll just head into the garage here, hop out. Ooh, I don't think I've parked that in far enough, so we'll just jump back in. I was trying to avoid damaging the vehicle. That's okay, we'll just squeak it in a bit further. All right, we've got the prompt now, we can exit the vehicle. And that's our first one delivered. Now I have spotted a nice car here. I'm not 100% sure if that's on the list or not, so we'll just give it a quick check. But I do remember something that looked quite similar to a Jester on there. I can't recall if it was a Jester or not. It was not. No. That's okay, so we'll borrow this one and use it to scout around a little bit. So it's been just a couple of moments. I am most of the way back to Michael's place, but I think, yeah, I've just spotted one that is on the list, and we'll just go and fetch that one now. All right, so once you've acquired the vehicle, just put a little bit of distance on the person you've borrowed it from, and then we can make our way back to the Epsilon Institute garage. As you can see, it is pretty close. We haven't gone too far away from the original point where we need to be. Rockstar has been really good in keeping all of the vehicles that you need spawning relatively close. Missed the turnoff. All right, and into the garage instead of trying to go up the street. Wasn't paying attention. In we go. Drive it in a little bit further this time and wait for the prompt. That should be enough. Done. That's the second one dealt with. All right, so it's only been a few seconds. We might have something here. Right, so I've deliberately queued up an intersection there. See if we've got something that can work. We'll just bank up some traffic. And I'm not real flush at identifying cars. We'll sort this fella out. So by banking up the traffic here, what I can do is jump in and out of a couple of cars that I think might be reasonably close to what we're after. And that'll give me a chance to identify whether or not the Epsilon Institute needs them. There is a four-wheel drive on the list, but I don't think it's that one. Is that the type of bike we want? No. That's all right, we shall keep scouting. All right, so we've made our way back to the just off where the Epsilon Institute street is. You can see there on the map, and we have spotted us a Pegassi. So this is one of the cars that we're after. No alarm for this one, so we'll just quickly, I keep forgetting it's not available through the regular quick menu, so we'll just set a thing there. You can see we're not too far away. And head on back to the garage. And pull in. The car should already be cleared. So we need to head in probably the left-hand side and go in a bit further than you think you might without crashing it, of course. And I'm still wearing the helmet from when I borrowed it off the bike. And that is number 3 dealt with. We shall acquire a car and go scouting again. So we are presently trawling around some of the back streets of the hills. Just taking a look around up some driveways and in some garages to see if we can see something. And that looks pretty familiar. I'm not sure that's it though. That's all right. So we shall keep traveling. We're not too far off. I think we've got a convertible and a bike to get, and that's about it. So just keep trawling up driveways. Seen about 10 of those things, which was the first car we grabbed. I think we might have a winner here. Right, so we'll head over, and yeah, I think this convertible is on the list. Let me check. So you can check again. You jump in and you'll get the prompt up the left. There it is, and that tells you where to go. All right, so we'll just set that on the map marker. Jeez, we haven't got far. Try to avoid damaging the thing too much. I'm not sure if it is a problem, but that's all right. If we can avoid it, we'll avoid it. Back out there. Watch for traffic, and then make our way back to the garage. Straight in, that was an easy one. There we go. So the last one on the list is a bike, and that doesn't spawn so much in this area. So what we need to do instead is head to this spot here, which is a reliable location for spawning the bikes. Great, so pull in. You should hopefully see a bike there, but I've found just about every time there's been a bike here. We'll set a waypoint. We can tell this is the right one because we've got that prompt. Throw on a helmet, it's very important. And then make our way back. Those sirens aren't for us, so we don't have to worry about them. Now again, I don't know so much about damage with this one. As a general rule, I try to get in as clean as possible with as little damage as possible. I don't think there's any penalties for not being a clean driver, but it certainly doesn't hurt. So we're not too far off here. It's just up the hill on the left-hand side. Watch out for idiots. Did it again. Up the driveway, not up the road. There we go, in. Once he's left, that should be jobs done. So that's all 5 dealt with. Now, once that has registered on the server or on your game, after a few minutes, we'll get another email acknowledging what we've done from Marnie. Normally, I think you have to wait about 60 seconds. All right, there's our email from Marnie. And we just need to pop that up. There we go. And we'll have a quick read. So that is basically a message saying, call your jets. So that was an absolute monster. End to end, I think this ended up taking about a half an hour, plus the time it took me to lose the cops a couple of times and a bit of travel time. You could get this done a little bit quicker if you spent more time maybe hunting around the local street instead of driving off a little bit. But roughly half an hour to maybe 35-40 minutes to get this one done. But it is a bit of fun. You get to drive some cool cars. Alright, so the next mission will take a few in-game days to spawn. So what we'll need to do is do a quick warp, or you can play, but a quick warp, and you do that simply by going to bed and then exiting out, or you can save, but exiting out does the trick, and that advances time about 6 hours. You might need to do this a few times to spawn the next mission, but once you've got that funky little F on your screen, you're good to go again. So, what are your thoughts? Do you have any tips for other viewers, or could this have been done differently? Leave your comment down below. And check out the video on the left for the next Epsilon Institute mission, or the one on the right for some more old Grumpy Gamer goodness. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next video.